Major update. It turned out that the killers of the gay rights activist Edwin Chiloba, whose body was found stashed in a black box on the streets of Kenya, might have been caught. Maybe not killers, but a killer. And the number one suspect that the police are naming is his boyfriend and partner, who goes by the name of Jackson, or I am Lisa on Instagram. Now, Jackson and Edwin are said to be partners, friends, brothers, roommates, lovers, and even co-workers. A lot of Edwin's pictures and videos were taken, filmed, edited, and shot by Jackson. And to say that at the time of Edwin's death, they both lived together as roommates. You see, in our previous video, we talked about all the elements regarding the body being found in the box, the bedsheet, the clothes, and I knew for a fact that it was clear that Edwin was killed in a house. Maybe in a house of someone he had gone to meet or someone who had lured him into, or maybe in his house. My first question was, who was the owner of this bedsheet? Find the owner of the bedsheet. And going through his videos, we found out that this bedsheet belonged to Edwin. A video of him doing a video shoot with his boyfriend Jackson has emerged, and in the video we could see Edwin on the bed while Jackson is directing the shoot, and the bedsheet on that bed is the same bedsheet that Edwin's body was found wrapped in the black box, which means that Edwin Chiloba was at home in his own house when he got killed. Video evidence have also shown that the both of them, Edwin and Jackson, were together on New Year's Eve. The same video that is going around that proves that the same clothes that Edwin Chiloba was wearing the night of the New Year's Eve was the same one found with him in the box. That same video is what is also showing that he and Jackson were together that night. So let's assume Jackson did not kill him, which by the way, the odds are against him at this point. They were together and only him would know where Edwin would have been or who would have killed Edwin. And judging by their social media, it seemed like they're always together. So this makes sense. But the real allegation here, the words holding Jackson to the throat, is the alleged statement of a neighbor, their next door neighbor, who said that on the 9th of New Year's Day, after they returned home from the party, she heard a noise as though the two couples were fighting. It's not clear if it's something that happens often, but according to her, somewhere in the fight she heard a loud scream, and then the scream died down, and so did the fight. So this is her just piecing off details together. Maybe to her it was just a fight that suddenly stopped. But seeing how it turned out that this young man's body was found in a box and he was dead, she seemed to now be piecing the puzzles together. Because after then, that was when they stopped seeing Edwin. However, a few days later, the neighbor claimed that she saw Jackson cleaning up the apartment. And she went on to also say that a foul smell came out of his apartment as he was cleaning. But he claimed that it was a big rat that had died inside the house that was causing the smell. And the neighbor did admit that she saw Jackson with a big rat as he cleaned the apartment. And that was why they did not think too much of the foul smell. Another source did say that it was their caretaker in the compound that went to inspect the house and even saw Jackson with a metal box. It's almost as if they were leaving the apartment because the source claimed that the caretaker was going to inspect the house for a new tenant, which means that their rent was up and they were about to move out. And I guess that is why it was not unusual for Jackson to be clearing up things and moving up boxes, because the caretaker has probably confirmed that the same box that Edwin's body was found in was the same box he saw Jackson moving out of the apartment. Just around the same period, Jackson's body was found. So apparently this is now looking like a lover's case and not a homophobic case. It seemed that this might have been a crime of passion, or maybe there was more. But the thing a lot of people cannot fathom is the relationship between Jackson and Edwin. Yes, it's kind of obvious that they are lovers, but going through Jackson's social media on TikTok and on Instagram by the username of I am Lisa or Liza, it was suggestive that Jackson is married to a woman and they both had a child. There are even pictures of Edwin with the same woman and the baby. Almost as if Jackson is dating the both of them, because he kept saying and kept praising them, kept calling them sweet names. Both the woman, both the baby, and both Edwin. So is this a case of a throuple? Are the three of them all in a relationship together? Or is that like their surrogate for the two of them to raise a child? Is he romantically involved with the woman and also involved with Edwin? The entire relationship is very confusing. But what is clear is that Jackson and Edwin were known lovers, and they spent time together and they went everywhere together and seemed to be working together. Jackson has been taken to the police and he's in custody, and the investigation is still ongoing. Apparently, maybe that is where they'll eventually know why he did it or how he did it. Could he have deliberately wanted to kill Edwin? Was this a fight that turned into something serious and it became an accident? Or did he really mean to murder this young man? It's so unfortunate that Edwin Chiloba was facing danger outside of his community and still facing danger in his own home with somebody that he thought loved him. We don't know what really caused the fight or what may have happened. We don't even know if any of this might be true. These are so far allegations, and the police are still investigating. But many people have named Jackson to be the killer because all the odds are against him. For his neighbor and caretaker to point him out, just at the same time Edwin went missing and was found dead, then there is a chance that Jackson is linked to the murder of Edwin Chiloba. If anything serves, the bed sheets and the clothes that happens to be that of Edwin's own is a clear indication that whoever killed him was in Edwin's house the night he died. And the only person who shares a room or the only person who shares an apartment with him is his lover, Jackson. So apparently he has no alibi unless he's going to claim that somebody came into the house when he left on New Year's Day or wherever. It's just unfortunate and it's just painful. There's even a picture of Edwin, his foster parents, along with Jackson. So clearly this is a guy that their hope or has been introduced to the family. However, though, when Edwin's biological sister was speaking to the press, she said something. She said that she saw her brother Edwin on New Year's Eve and that she saw him with a guy that she had never seen before. So apparently, Edwin's immediate family did not know who Jackson is because the sister said that they had never seen him before. And if we have to look at all the clips, that person was clearly Jackson because they were the ones together on New Year's Eve. And the video is the proof. So maybe Jackson is new in Edwin's life. Maybe he came into his life with a motive. Maybe he came under a pretense. It's just so unfortunate. Again, I would suggest the police to check bank accounts. This might be a business. This might be some sort of greed. Or maybe they had gone to the bar and somebody was, showing interest in Edwin and Jackson got jealous and angry and took the rage home and did what he did. Maybe, who knows what kind of a person he is? Who knows if he's the jealous type? We don't know. But what we do know is that the odds are against him in this case. And there is a very high possibility he is the killer of Edwin Chiloba. So far, the case is still unfolding. Like I said, a new information might emerge. This might be all a conspiracy. He might give a confession that will change everything. So you guys stay subscribed. Stay liking this page. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube. And turn on notification button. Should there be any updates, you'll be the first to get notified.